Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
Autobots, roll out!
That's right, kids. It's that time again. She's a little bit salty.
He's a whole lot of petty. And together, we're the Salty and Petty Podcast. Duh.
All right, kids, and we're back this time to discuss the 40th anniversary of all things Transformers. And who are we? I am Phil, and that's salty little thing is.
It's little. Duh.
You know why.
Again, if you're not caught up on this your first podcast you might, of this one, you might want to go catch up on your lore. Come on back. It's a lot.
Lilith is the evil, marijuana-loving sex addict. Yes.
I'm chaotic neutral. Let's not get carried away. And of course, I'm gonna start the chat off. You guys can discuss later on.
Oh boy. Oh, yes. Always remember Optimus Prime died for your sins. Yes, and without that...
and traumatized poor little Philly, who then had to pass that trauma on to his own son.
That's right.
Like
and,
all good dads, you just pass your trauma down.
Hey, is that what... Now he knows where Prime Day comes from.
Jeff Bezos could never.
I know. All right, so yes, 40th... of course, I was there from the beginning. Duh. Because I am old, so yes, 1984. Cartoon day one. I was there. Got the toys, all the merch. Such a golden time to be alive. That's He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, G.I. Joe, and of course, as a huge Transformers fan, again, I'll confess my deep dark secret. I also collected and watched GoBots. So
it's okay. You were tricked just like the rest of us.
I was a child. I know.
Exactly. It was a whole ploy to get your money. Don't even worry about it. I mean, you are a little early. I mean, technically, I think it first aired in America in September, but you know, it never hurts to be a little early.
What?
I think that's when the day one. That's the premiere of like September 17th or something like that.
I don't remember, but yeah, 84. I was 6 years old, so
yeah, I got the tail end of G1 in like 92, and then it ended in G1. Technically, ended in 93.
Yeah, because I mean, well, again, after the movie, they came out with the new toy line, and then I think they kind of tried to do like a quick little resurgence in like the late 80s or early 90s. Yeah, so. Yeah,
but that's just the general. It's like 1984 to 1993 is like G1 like toys and like the TV, like the media stuff, I guess.
Yeah, and again the comics and stuff.
I'm not a fan of the comics, but I do like the books.
Oh yeah.
I don't think they're canon, but they're fun.
Yeah.
There's the ones that are tied to the live action films that are pretty good. That came out. I think the first one came out in like 2007. I am so I only really like the first two Transformer live action movies. Of course, the Beast Wars one is good too. It's a good return to form, but justice for Sam Witwicky. You know what I mean? So those first two books kind of deal with that too. So like Ghost of Yesterday, then they have like Veiled Threat, Revenge of the Fallen. That was absolute trash. That's a bad retelling. Bad retelling. Dark of the Moon is real bad retelling too, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean...
It's written by Peter David, but not that Peter David. It's
that's interesting, because I would have thought it was the Peter David, because Peter David has written novels.
Yeah, that's why I have to specify. That's why it's like Peter Allen David.
I was going to say, did they make him put an initial or something in there?
They didn't.
Okay.
No. I just happen to know that because he's actually written some other good books, but you can't really salvage the screenplay.
No. Again, I'm a huge Transformers fan, but most of those live actions, I'm just like, eh. I mean, I thought Bumblebee was good. Again, Beast Wars was pretty good.
But they do have real novels based in the Transformers world that are pretty good, and they came out in when I was in high school.
So
like 2000, I want to say 2003 maybe.
Huh.
All three of them came out, and it's one that's called Hardwire, Annihilation, and Fusion, and it's actually like based in between the first G1 and like Beast Wars. It's really cool. It's got like Blue Streak and a lot of cool stuff.
I'm trying to remember if they did any earlier ones, because I know like late 80s. Oh, my memory's so fuzzy on them, but I know they put out like G.I. Joe novels and stuff too.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. My memory's so sketchy on this. Wish I still had them just to...
I think my favorite comic stuff, I'm going to be honest, is the G.I. Joe and Transformers ones that I found. Like, I found them in, like, a 50-cent bin.
What, the original?
It's only, like, 4 of them, and they're from, like, 87.
Okay.
They're really good.
That's the original, yeah, the Marvel stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think IDW tried, or one of the other ones later on tried to, like, redo it, but... Yeah.
Yeah, and Transformer Headmasters is not too bad either. Like, I liked it because it was like quick. They're both only like 4.
Yeah,
but when
4
you get
issues,
into like G2 where it's like 12, and then Regeneration 1 that's like 20 issues, I didn't have time for that. But Transformers 84 Secret and Lies, I think, which came out back in 2019, and it's back in that Marvel continuity, was really good. I think it was the best thing they.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I did read that recently. Yeah, that is good.
Yeah,
but it was, I mean, at least they, with the original Marvel run, they like took risks and stuff and tried different stuff, because it's like, and again, once Prime dies in the movie, they kill off Prime. Megatron seems to die from like issue 26 through like 41 of like the original series. There was no Prime, there was no Megatron. Hell, there wasn't Starscream. So I mean, they tried,
That sounds awful.
No, it's funny. Grimlock like takes over as leader of the Autobots. He even wears.
Oh, okay.
He takes it.
I think you have mentioned this before. Yeah.
He wears a crown on his head. Yeah. He's not even he's not shy. If he'll slap a bitch around too. Yeah.
Honestly, I love the IDW crossover comics. Like, I love the ones obviously with G.I. Joe. I thought those were really good. But they have ones with Star Trek. They have one with Ghostbusters, Terminator, and R.I.P. to Charlie. The My Little Ponies does slap.
Oh,
you think it's dumb, but it kind of slaps. The Back to the Future one, they could have kept. That one came out in 2020. They could have kept that one.
Yeah. And are you reading the newer stuff?
In IDW universe, like, I read the King Grimlock stuff, Shattered Glass, and then The Last Bot Standing.
But no,
I haven't really caught up on the other stuff, like the main Transformers that came out in 2019, and then they had a couple of spin-offs.
I meant
Galaxy Escape, Tread and Circuits, Wars. No, I did read Wars in, and I thought it was okay, but like the other stuff that they most recently put out, I thought in the IDW continuity was really good.
I mean, like the current Image stuff. Are you reading
the Energon Universe ones?
Yeah.
I told you I read those.
Yeah.
I'm caught up.
And they're intertwining that with G.I. Joe and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm really looking for. I'm like, yes, we're doing it again. Now, look, this is the funny haha thing. Like, I was just like, why don't they just go ahead and make the crossover movie? Well, like, as long as they don't bring The Rock back, like, they need justice for Channing Tatum. I think he got such a bum deal when The Rock came into that universe.
Yeah. And I mean,
bring back Channing Tatum and Marlon Wayans. I promise you, not the guy that plays Snake Eyes. No tea, no shade. He can stay in the past. But we need to bring those two back. I thought they did a really good job with what they were given. Yeah.
I mean, they kind of teased that at the end of Beast Wars, so.
Yeah. But, man, the Transformers is a long and complicated franchise.
Yeah, but I mean, at last, name me some.
I mean, what do you expect from a toy line, that got turned into a media franchise?
Yeah, and again, it's like, name me something else that's had the longevity or, just the amount of material in the last 40 years that, from the 80s. I mean, stuff does make comebacks, but again, it's like,
Well, it hasn't really been continuous, though. They have taken breaks. Now, even Doctor Who took a break.
Yeah, so. But I'd say it's more continuous than anything else of its era. Like, G.I. Joe's is big. All that stuff.
G.I. Joe didn't have a real presence for a very long time. They still don't, technically.
Yeah. But none of the rest of those 80s franchises do.
Jim and the Holograms, I remember they tried to make that comeback. The comics were so good, I don't know what happened to the movie. It makes me sad to even think about them. Power Rangers is basically the 90s version of Transformers, where it's just been continuously ongoing media franchise. It has had a resurgence in the last 5 years, a big resurgence.
It kills me to say this, but I always thought Power
Rangers. Oh no, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, Turtles.
They're about on same par.
True.
Well, although, 87, around about that time.
Yeah, I'd say that's accurate.
They're about even.
Yeah. Now, I was going to say, it hurts me to say this, but I've always thought Power Rangers was like the more successful version of like Voltron.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's only more successful in America. Like, let's be clear.
Yeah.
Let's just be clear. I don't want to make any nerds mad, so I'll put that as a clarifier.
But I'm surprised some maniac. I mean, is there rights issues or something that some maniac hasn't tried to revive GoBots just to ride on the backs of the Transformers' success?
I thought all those rights got rolled up back into Hasbro when they bought out, right?
Oh, I
don't
know.
And that's like, isn't that the one that's technically the alternate universe of Transformers, or is that the other one? Yeah, I think GoBots actually Hasbro does own them, if I'm not mistaken. When they bought out Tonka, they bought out the rights to that.
They might have just bought out
a long time ago.
Maybe they just bought out the rights so like no one can use it.
Yeah, I think that's one of those cases. Yeah, where they just bought it so there was no competition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
but that's how.
Like I said, Transformers is a long storage franchise with a lot of confusing back and forths.
Well, yeah.
So
I mean, that's how I started my mornings as a kid, man. I'd get up. I mean, I was getting ready for school, having a little breakfast. I'd watch Transformers, and then I'd roll out to the bus stop.
Yeah, I had that same thing with Beast Wars. I'd watch that, Power Rangers, and then it'd be time to walk to school because I could see my elementary school from my house. So I could jog if I was feeling late. I feel so bad for the kids, nowadays. They don't have that. Like they like turn on some streaming service and watch Cocomelon, Spidey and His Amazing Friends. It's not the same. All the cereals got all the good kind of sugar taken out.
Yeah, does cereals even do prizes anymore?
I don't think they do. You barely get a puzzle on the back.
Not the same.
I can't remember the last time I saw a prize in a cereal box. I buy a lot of cereal too.
I'm sure it's probably like something somebody bitched about. Oh, it's like, it's unfair.
Oh yeah, it's like gambling for kids. Probably is how they got that.
Something like that. I'm sure they're just like, yeah.
And it's not like I buy a lot of cereal to eat. I buy it for the box tops because the schools are underfunded. I don't even know if it actually goes to the schools, but they say it does. So I do my part.
Yeah. Oh my God! Once again, a couple of us were having a conversation at work the other day. I'm just like, well, why don't you
buy a car from Elon?
No, I said work, not Luca's school. No, about how marijuana should be legal. Let's legalize prostitution and tax it and make people get like tests, so everything's safe. And
America's too puritanical, allegedly. I can't tell.
Well, the minute I thought once you mentioned, you can tax the hell out of it, the government would be like, oh yeah. But again, it
still took Florida forever to, and even Nevada too.
Yeah.
As crazy as it thinks, like that's a very recent thing, and even like Illinois, aka Chicago. It's kind of like how Atlanta's not really Georgia; it's its own state. Chicago's its own state, and Illinois is like its own little mini kingdom. It took so long for them to pass that. Even in a blue state, so
I know. Well, again, I think it's like they all worry about their public image. It's like you don't want to be the.
It'll drive tourism. If
I
you
know.
make it recreational and you make it just like alcohol and you open bars, it's better than somebody getting raped and robbed and ending up on the news as a tourist in your city. Like, just think.
Yeah. I know, but they don't want to be the first one on record saying, "Oh yeah, let's legalize marijuana and prostitution."
Yeah, it's why Obama didn't legalize marijuana federally. Anyway, back to Transformers. I'm surprised there's never been like a amusement park. I need a Transformers amusement park. Even the Four Bears had an not the Four Bears. Berenstain Bears had a freaking amusement park. It was a water park. It was cool. It was awesome. Google it. But Transformers doesn't have one. Like, what's up with that?
Did they have something at Universal or anything? I thought there was a ride somewhere.
It might have been a ride, but I mean like a full, like Transformers is its own. Like they can have a full-fledged,
like how Disney has like its own Star Wars thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
I think Hasbro could have probably teamed up with Legoland or something.
Somebody, yeah.
It just doesn't make sense to me that they don't have that.
Yeah, that's nuts. But again, like we say, it seems like it goes in spurts, and it's like
let's see how many kids will buy the new toys. I think that's just what it is on a marketing level, and that's what drives everything. Greedy, pigs, the whole deal.
Although it's kind of nice that it's like the current comics, like they're not beholden to the toys like the original like Marvel, right? It's like like Transformers,
their lesson.
G.I. Joe. I mean, I think they were kind of forced too. It's like, okay, well, as we introduce a new figure, you have to like have them in the comics. Like I was reading recently, it was like, I don't know if it's a true like rumor or if it's a rumor or legend, but it's like the G.I. Joe comic. They said the minute Larry Hama did not have to have Serpentor in the G.I. Joe comic, guess who catches an arrow through the head?
No, that's probably right. Like I said, corporate synergy has been the bane of creative's existence since the dawn of the entertainment industry. Truly.
Even though
it's probably what happened to Madam Web, because I read a certain screenplay that was a little bit better than what I saw. But y'all are going to have to stay tuned, of course, for the next Capes and Lunatics episode where we will discuss that.
Episode 322, kids. All right.
So yeah, no, corporate synergy is the bane.
I know.
It's the bane.
Even though Marvel like helped them like build that, because I mean, didn't like
yeah, they didn't know what they were doing.
Like it's
just like Masters of the Universe too. They didn't know what they were doing. They were just like, yeah, sure, it's a comic book. It's not just a toy line. Can you make that happen? Can you make that happen?
Because I mean, isn't it? Well, Denny O'Neil, didn't he name Optimus, like come up with the name Optimus Prime and stuff?
I did not hear that. I wouldn't doubt it.
I thought I heard something like that, and then like the original writer Bud Budiansky, I think he came up with a bunch of stuff for them. I think like the G.I. Joe stuff. I think Larry Hama came up with a bunch of stuff for them. Was it G.I. Joe? I think one of them there, like they weren't going to put like any female characters in there. Like no, you need to put some female characters in there.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't make it. They always have terrible female characters. Like, listen,
the Baroness, I will fight you. The Baroness, I will fight you.
When they put wars fought over her, okay, it destroyed the fandom. Unless you're the Power Rangers, where you have the established characters from day one, don't freaking do it. Talk about forced diversity. That's what it feels
like. I love Transformers. It's like the Smurfs. It's like, okay, we'll throw in one female.
It's like, babes, they're made of energy. Leave them alone. Don't tell them what their sex is. Let them be non-binary.
I know.
Robots with sexes.
They're robots. I know. That's what they're robots. They don't have. They don't have.
Why does she have to be pink? I don't.
How are you?
Been purple.
How are you saying male or female? It's like they don't have genitalia.
Or do they?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. This has all been a figment of Dr. Doom's imagination. They're all just horny sex bots. This is all horny sex bot fanfic. Sorry to bring it to you.
I see you. The whole time I thought that on Prime, that was a trailer hitch. Oh, you can find memes on there. It's just like, Starscream holding Megatron's gun in gun form. It's just like, yeah, what's he pulling there? Okay.
Starscream's got a gun.
Oh,
man. Transformers has some of the best memes, for sure.
Yeah. But no, I mean, just with the female characters, you could tell, like, it was like big toy boy lines for stuff, and then like, oh, we need to get the girls in here, so they'll introduce a female character. I mean, it
tanks, and it sucks, and she's not as well articulated, or she's not. Like, that's my thing. It's like, if you're gonna do that, just don't do it at all. Don't do it unless you really want to.
I'd say the biggest example of that has to be
because I love She-Ra more. I think She-Ra's way more interesting than He-Man by far. As the lore goes, She-Ra has better lore. Sorry.
And legs.
Well, that's debatable. Depends on what you like. Me and Justin might debate you on this.
That's true. That's true. I'm giving you my opinion. Yes, the rest of you may have.
That's just like your opinion, man.
Scream it!
I got us covered, Justin. Don't worry about it.
Yes, biscuit lovers unite.
Double biscuits for me.
I try to catch up on like the new Transformers stuff. Like, I've seen it, but I'm not like all caught up on it. But like the new animation styles, I just can't. Like, it doesn't feel like art. Like, it's something about that old 2D art.
Oh yeah,
those hand drawn cells that just like that's the era I grew up with. Like, I'm very much a Disney's Renaissance kind of gal. I love 2D Don Bluth, like that whole thing. Like, it just feels like art to me.
I
like
mean,
this other stuff does not feel like art to me.
And it doesn't matter what cartoon it is, just the new or anything. It just seems like they're just like, okay, what's cheap, what's easy, what's quick.
I don't think it's that. I think like for instance, like when Gravity Falls was big, then you had a whole bunch of like Craig of the Creeks, and they all kind of looked like that. And then you also have to remember, like, a lot of these animators, like, all went to, like, a certain art school and kind of grew up together, you know, made their bones together. And that's why a lot of stuff, like, especially like the 2010s kind of look that way. If you ever look, like, Star and this, whatever that was, that other Disney one, Star in the Universe versus the Universe or whatever it is, very much looks like Gravity Falls and a couple other shows. And you just have that cycle.
And do you think,
you know, for a while, stuff looked like Archer. Like that Batman movie.
Yes,
oh,
yes.
God.
Yeah. But again, is that...
I'm still upset about that.
Is that more the advent of, like, more digital, you know, we're not getting it.
I don't know what it is. Like I said, it's just it comes in ebbs and flows, I guess. I wish we could really just go back. I think Disney personally should go back to the 2D style.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
I think that would make them so much money.
Go back, even though that original Transformers G1 cartoon, oh, my God, there you see so many visual mistakes in those things.
Well, they reused a lot of it is the thing. Well, nowadays they don't have to, and I think don't get me wrong. There's upgrades to, like, the newer technology. It's smoother, it's quicker. You have a quicker turnaround. Like, what's crazy is if you look at old cartoons specifically from, like, the 80s and the 90s, you'll be like, one season, 90 episodes, and they break it up into 22, 25, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, really they only commissioned one season, but it has 1 billion episodes in it.
Exactly.
Because, you know, you need that turnaround time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, by the time they get through that first quote-unquote season, oh, well, can't afford it. We canceled it. But they'll play it on reruns and syndication forever. And they did.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's how I was watching Transformers. I didn't know it was canceled. I was watching old shit.
I mean, I remember when, back in the 80s, that same era, I was watching Batman 66 in syndication.
Oh, yeah.
Like 20 years after the fact.
Yeah. I think we all had that local affiliate that did that for whatever reason.
But it was probably cheap at the time. Yeah, it was cheap. It was a 20-year-old show when I was watching it.
It made me so upset, too. I'm just like, this is not Batman.
I know. Well, again,
I mean, at the time, I had, like, the real Batman animated series. This is not Batman.
You know what? Okay, before Batman the Animated Series, that and Super Friends was kind of like a good primer, and then I got Batman 89, and I was like, yes, this is Batman. Yeah. And then the animated series hits, and I'm like, yes.
Kind of in the reverse. I like the animated series, and then, like, I go back and find everything else.
I mean, it's a good...
That's the bar, though. That's a really high bar.
Yeah.
And it's like, while I do like the animation style of original Transformers animation, it was just something about Beast Wars and being dinosaur themed. And I was like right at that perfect age where all kids are going through that dinosaur thing because that's what they're teaching you in school, you know?
I almost feel like they were sitting around the boardroom and they're like, okay, the first time we caught the kids with, like, you know, cars, trucks, different machines. What can they turn into this time? I know, kids love animals and dinosaurs. Yes.
Exactly.
They're like, look, the Dinobots. Yes.
Yeah, actually, the cartoon that came after that was like the lore of it was really good, but like it was just too much. It was too much. It was too much drama. It's like, no, I just want action. I don't need drama. I don't need interpersonal drama. Just give me action. Give me explosions, which Michael Bay did give us. For better or for worse.
Yeah.
In those first two movies, they were tolerable, and everything gets worse from there for a very long time.
I mean, that's the whole G1 is basically like, you know, it's like, Autobots, come help us. Megatron and his guys are here trying to steal our crap. Okay.
And we can't kill them because we're the good guys, and Megatron loves Optimus Prime, so he can't kill him.
Well, and again, too, you really can't kill him. I mean, the Decepticons are big and bad until they're losing, then they run with their tails between their legs.
Yeah, you know, that is the thing. It's the same thing with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's like, yeah, we're never going to kill Shredder. Shredder's never going to kill frickin' Splinter. We're just locked in this battle. It's just like, Rita could kill those kids in their sleep.
Well, at least with
but she doesn't.
At least with Transformers, it was that cycle until the movie.
Yeah, well, they're like, well, I think we're done with this franchise. Sorry, kids.
Well, they were introducing like a next generation toy line. They're like, yeah, kill off all the old ones, and everyone. It's just like,
what a mistake.
Why couldn't you just send
them? They learned their lesson, didn't they?
Why couldn't you just send them to the nursing home or something? Why did you have to? Why couldn't
you help them just to actually? It didn't blow up, and it was just behind the sun the whole time. Send them back to their home planet.
Exactly. Okay, Poochie. Okay.
Exactly.
I know, and again, eventually they bring Prime back. Spoilers.
That's not a spoiler.
I know. Oh, everyone knows that. I know. But and again, the other thing that wrecked my childhood, like I found out they were making the movie, I think, before they even put out the second season of the animated series. That's why all those new Transformers that show up in season 2 aren't in the movie.
Oh,
yeah, they were working on the movie during the first season, so I don't think they even knew what was coming in season 2. So they're just like, okay, which is so weird to me.
Yeah, super weird. I love how Japan has like a lot of exclusive content for freaking Transformers. I just like, okay, like the Beast Wars stuff, like Beast Wars 2, that one is like a Japanese only spinoff, and I'm just like, it was never released here.
Huh.
I was just so upset.
Yeah, didn't they?
I was like, you couldn't find it on Crunchyroll, you couldn't find it on Funimation, which RIP Funimation, you now are owned by Crunchyroll, which fucking sucks. Sony owns Crunchyroll, if you don't know. So
and didn't they
make of that what you will?
Didn't they do like a final season or something just in Japan or something of the original G1 or something?
I feel like I heard that was true. But I don't know if that. There's rumors.
Well, I know if you watch it on YouTube, because Hasbro has a channel where like you can watch the entire G1 series.
Yeah, chock full of commercials.
And like there's like it's technically a season 4, but it's only like 3 or 4 episodes. It's like the when they introduce Headmasters.
Oh,
and I never remember seeing it on TV, so I don't know if that's the one. But I mean,
it's a lot of things that don't get shown on TV. Like there's this episode, and I promise you, I'm not trying to be like weird or anything, of Andy Griffith, right? And I swear, like, you ask anybody if they've ever seen this episode, ever, and they're like, no. But if you ask maybe I would say either your mom or your grandma, and you'd be like, yeah, you know what? I remember when Black History Month was first a thing, because it's not actually that old. That's when they would show that episode of Andy Griffith. It's probably one of those things. Like, it's so many episodes that cycle through, but like they take certain things out of syndication and only show it like maybe once or twice.
Yeah, like Seinfeld's Puerto Rican Day Parade.
You get it. There's plenty of things that happen like that all the time.
I guess.
There's like a couple of like episodes of like some Fox shows that never saw the light of day because it's Fox. Like that one incest episode of X-Files they never showed again. I don't even think it's on the most recent DVDs, Blu-rays. Now that I think about it,
like
you know the episode Home. It's about the incest family. They showed it once, and I don't think they ever showed it again.
I think I've heard. Yeah.
The 90s, what a time to be alive. I think there's a couple of episodes of Married with Children that they don't show in syndication as well.
I'm trying to think because
that's why you have to own the Blu-rays, bud.
Yeah.
Or the VHS and transfer it over to DVD. You know, whatever you need to do to get that real original content.
Physical media, kids. Physical media.
It's making a comeback with all the streaming, and then you're not really technically owning it.
I mean, again,
physical media.
And streamers
Blockbuster has it on sale. Blockbuster. Best Buy, soon to be the next Blockbuster.
Yeah.
They're both blue and yellow. What do you want from me? I'm old.
I mean, Blu-rays are disappearing from Best Buys also, yes.
Yeah, so I'm just saying.
Do you think someone could make any money if they started opening their own chain of like Blockbuster type stores these days?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think insurance would even cover that. That's a ridiculous idea. Who would want to do that?
Maybe in a local area, not nationally.
Yeah, maybe a local area. What? It was some movie that I was trying to watch. I think it was War for Planet of the Apes. You literally can't stream it anywhere else. It's only on Prime. Like, you can either buy it for $4.99 or you can rent it for $4.49. Now, why would you rent it?
Yeah,
and not just spend the extra 50 cents.
Exactly. And again, it's so weird with digital. It's like, what do you mean own? I mean, I guess it'll always be sitting there in your thing. But
it's not, as everybody in Funimation is learning with their transition to Crunchyroll. They bought the physical copy that came with the digital copy. Now all the digital copies are not being honored in the transition to Crunchyroll. But they paid for it. It's literally part of the physical price that you pay for.
And again, like I told you with that video game story, it's like, you know, all these companies now, they better not get used to owning their media. So kids, yeah, again, you love.
It's like, babes, let's all go back to retro gaming. Let's break out the Nintendo 64.
At least get your discs, something. Yeah, get your physical media.
Even the disc though, like the whole, you need an update.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, now your one-player game has a server and you're playing with bots. You're like, but it's one player, bro.
Even with a one-player game, yeah, you have to make sure you have enough memory and download it off the disc and stuff. And it's just like, remember Nintendo when you just blew into that thing and just stuck it? Shut up, Lil. Then stuck it in and just hit the button.
Don't forget to blow on it. Ooh, speaking of video games.
I hope that was clear.
Have you ever played a Transformers video game? I
I
played the Beast Wars Transformers.
I have not played Beast
and I had
Wars.
it for PC too.
I don't know if I've ever played a Transformers. I swear I have, but I know if I did, it wasn't Beast Wars.
There was the regular original like Transformers game that came out in 2007 for I think PS2.
I might have.
There was a mobile game that totally sucked balls. There was one for the Revenge of the Fallen that sucked too. The one on Nintendo DS was the Revenge of the Fallen Autobots version, and then they had the Decepticons version. The Decepticons version was actually better because it had an alternate. Yeah, they had alternate storylines. I miss when publishers used to do that, but it was published by Activision back when they were actually good. And they were a good company. They're not a good company.
Is there any decent G1 video game?
No, I would say the one from 2007 would be your best bet. No, not 2007. Was it 2007? Yeah, I think it was 2007. Because that was when the movie, like, wasn't that when the original movie was coming out? So they were doing like all that weird stuff.
Yeah, 2007 was when the first one came out. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that game is actually pretty decent. But I'm telling you, you need to get Revenge of the Fallen. Well, you probably don't have a Nintendo DS. My Nintendo DS still works, and I'm telling you, Revenge of the Fallen Decepticons is the best game out of the whole Transformers video game system. And you can fight me. Apparently, they had another arcade game. It was a shooter with like light guns. It was called Transformers Human Alliance, and I only ever saw it one time at Dave & Buster's. I went back, and then they didn't have it anymore, so I don't know what.
Oh yeah, I might have seen that. Yeah.
That one was really cool, actually. I think they had one in 2010 too. It was War for Cybertron. It's a third-person shooter. That one's pretty good. I don't think there's anything you could really get nowadays that would actually run on a modern system. Oh wait, there's supposed to be one coming out this year. Actually, now that I think about it, it's Transformers Earthspark. Is
that? Did you say a game? Because aren't they coming? Oh, maybe.
No, they have a tabletop game coming out, or it might already be out. The Universe is Beyond. It's like Magic the Gathering or whatever, but like Transformers skin.
Because aren't they working on like a new, I don't know if it's an animated or something, but aren't they working on a new movie coming out soon?
A new animated movie? I've heard that, but like,
yeah,
Hasbro and the movie companies, the movie studios they decided to work with.
Because it's like, it's not this year. I can't remember if it's next year, but I thought they were working on something.
I thought it was a new TV show.
Oh,
Transformers 1. Yeah, we talked about this last time we talked with Russ and Justin. Yeah, Transformers 1. That's supposed to be this year. And it's Paramount. September.
Yeah, that's what it's saying.
Michael Bay still has his hooks as a producer. Good for him. Good for him.
Okay, a new animated Transformers. Yes, I think I saw this before. A new animated Transformers movie called Transformers 1 will explore the origin stories of Optimus Prime and Megatron. Don't we already know the origin?
They're lovers.
Oh God.
Don't at me. That's what they're coded as. Bitter, jaded exes. Don't at me.
Boy, you thought you had tumultuous relationships, Lil. 4 million years and your ex is still causing crap.
Exactly.
I thought we know the origin of Prime. Orion Pax.
Always leave something out, Phil.
Orion Pax. Blah blah blah.
Oh, I feel about that. Like I was just like, oh, me.
What?
Like, why did he get a backstory like that with the Orion Pax scene? I think that was unneeded personally. But, like, I'm not really invested. I think, like I said, Transformers can be very much left surface level.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was just, like, they wanted to show, like, this, the ultimate Autobot Optimus Prime was once, not a soldier, and yeah.
I thought it was cliche and hacky, but whatever.
But meanwhile, Megatron still just comes out of nowhere and is like, yeah, I'm taking it.
Evil is as evil does,
That's right. So watch out, Megatron. Next thing you know, you'll have a $364 million judgment against you.
Did I make this confession when we were last talking about Transformers?
I don't know. You made many confessions. What?
I think Bumblebee is the best live-action movie in the Transformers live-action movie universe.
Oh, I can get behind that, yeah.
Some people are like, oh, you're crazy. It's this. I'm like, no, Bumblebee is the correct answer.
No. The only other one that'd be acceptable answer is Beast Wars. I mean, no, yeah.
That's kind of a jumble mess towards the end.
Yeah,
It's definitely a lot of fan service, but like, hey, it was fan service for me, so I'll take it.
Yeah, and again, you were trying to mesh the G1 and Beast Wars. Yeah. But yeah, no, I've told you since I've been singing Bumblebee's praises since it first came out.
Yeah, I was like real skeptical about how they were gonna make that work, and then it ended up being an actually good movie. I was just like, wow, that's crazy. And I love the cosplayers that dress up as Bumblebee. Like they go out. Have you ever seen them? Like the big animatronic suits that they make and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like, wow, I wish I had that kind of.
I know.
But I can't because I have 4 dogs with special needs.
Oh, but is that the one where John Cena goes, Decepticons, it's in the name. That's not ringing any bells.
No, that's actually not the movie. I think that's the one with freaking John. Is it John Cena? Where he has the daughter and then her boyfriend's like carrying around that Romeo and Juliet card. Which one is that? That is the worst Transformers movie.
Yeah, no. I don't want that one, no. No, John Cena's just like a...
No. The one with Mark Wahlberg's the one with the daughter with the...
Yeah. No. I've purged out from my memory. No. No, you know what else? I don't know if you ever looked... No, since it's set in the 80s, like Bumblebee kind of has like a decent 80s like soundtrack too.
Oh yeah. That I thought it was a good time for music. I think like 70s to 2000s, the music peaked in 2009.
Yeah, I mean, although old people,
a lot of things peaked in 2010, to be honest.
Well, because after that, we just got into this endless cycle of let's reboot stuff and put out a new version of this or that, you know.
Wait, doesn't Transformers have a disco or something? Like, isn't the one from the movie, the original motion, it's like kind of a weird mix?
Oh, there is a soundtrack. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I thought I have listened to the musical score before because for some random reason Amazon Music used to have it.
Yeah.
It's pretty chill to play video games too.
Yeah, but no, I mean there is an actual soundtrack to the original animated. Yeah, the whole you got the touch, all that stuff.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, but there was another one from like 2001, and I can't think. I bought it. It was like at some weird convention that I was at. I can't think of the name
2001.
of it.
That might have been like the. Wait. I know they put out like I know the movie they put out like a 25th anniversary edition. Maybe they did that with the soundtrack too. Maybe.
I don't know, but it was like I have it somewhere in my garage back in California, but it's weird and crazy, and I was just like, what the hell is this? I don't think this has anything to do with Transformers at all. I've been scammed.
Oh my god! I remember the uproar when that original animated was in theaters because again they had to add 1 or 2 swear words so it would get like a PG-13 rating or something so that would keep it in theaters longer.
Oh, is that what that is? That was. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. But you're no offense, Phil. You're kind of old because you're actually not that old where PG-13 wasn't a thing. Like I remember it went from like PG to rated R. Like PG-13 is actually a relatively new rating.
Well, maybe it went from G to P. Maybe it was PG. Whatever it was, they added like he said shit once and they say damn or something, and that like upped the rating one, and it kept because it was like maybe it went to PG because it was like I guess they didn't hold rated movies in theaters that long, so they kind of
unless it was Disney.
Yeah, they tried to bump it.
Yeah, you're just at the cusp, so you might be right because I just looked it up. PG-13 rating came out in 1984.
Okay, yeah, the movie was 86, so yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I know a little something about movie history, just a little.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why those 2 naughty words are in the movie, kids, because they were trying to keep it in theaters longer.
That is hilarious.
And
the adults are not going to go see that. They're taking their kids.
I know. Well, that's the other thing. That then a year later, the G.I. Joe animated movie came out. That was supposed to be in theaters, but after the whole brouhaha with Prime's death, they sent it straight to video.
It deserved to be straight to video.
And also because of the Prime brouhaha over his death, Duke was supposed to die in the G.I. Joe movie. That's why he doesn't die at the end of the movie.
That's why they killed him in the regular movie. Duke, you're gonna die. You've been having this coming for 30 years, sir. It all comes full circle. They'll get you one way or the other. Well, it's a solid franchise. It's fun, but like I said, like people who like, no offense, Phil, like get deep into the lore, like God bless you. I'm glad it's there for you. But like for me, it's fun at a surface level. It's fun for the toys.
Yeah, I mean, again, G1 is my jam. I mean, I could care less about the rest of it, but I'd say on certain, whatever level you want to go to, I mean, there's whatever version you love, there's going to be something there for you for Transformers.
I just wish they would re-release the original figures that are made with actual like die-cast metal. Where you could bludgeon someone to death with.
Oh yeah,
I just need. I had a freaking Optimus Prime, and that was so heavy. And I think my cousin dropped it out of a window. It didn't break, but like it scuffed the paint. And I am just very particular about my collectibles, so I told you. Now I regret it, and they don't have it.
I told you I had an original Prime. I dropped him out of second story window. He was fine.
Yeah, dropped it off the roof or something, and it was just like we just looked. It didn't break, but it was all scuffed up.
Yeah, they made them to last back then.
And then I know somebody who got their head cut open with one, like literally. So. I need them to make toys like that again, to be quite honest.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know.
Instead of these little tweens running in Sephora, get some damn toys.
Oh, back in that day, 84, 85. Oh yeah, I mean we'd have little play dates. We'd take turns going over someone's house after school. We'd all have to like. At school, we couldn't bring our Transformers out, so we had to keep them in our bag. They'd be like, "Who are you bringing? Who are you bringing today?" I go, "Prime, yeah."
Everybody has a Prime. It's like we can't all be Prime.
No, it wasn't usually that bad. I mean, there really weren't a ton of Primes. You know who everyone wanted to be? Snake Eyes. That's who everyone wanted to be.
Good choice.
Exactly.
But yeah, like I really enjoy Transformers on a crossover level the most. Like the Hasbro like universe, like if they actually ever did want to get into like a cinematic universe,
mm-hmm.
it could be pretty good.
Well, yeah,
we could start bringing in just the regular games. I mean, technically we could bring in Jumanji, but we got to kill off the Rock's character first. The reboot of Jumanji.
Yeah. I mean, was it IDW or someone else? I mean, didn't they try to combine, like, was it Transformers, G.I. Joe? Was it Mask? There was a few things they tried to...
yeah, they tried a lot of things.
They tried to combine, like, 10 different franchises or something.
Yeah. Keep it simple, though.
I think Transformers and G.I. Joe kind of work.
Yeah, they do. They're both soldiers.
Oh, yeah.
At the heart of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Again, the current Energon Universe stuff is good.
What is your absolute favorite Transformers thing? Like comic, book, TV show, cartoon? What is it?
I don't know. The original animated series is so good, but I mean, I really fell in love with that original Marvel run. I mean, that was the first comic book I ever collected. Is that original Marvel run? I mean,
really?
Yes, I'm only missing 2 from that original 80 issue run. Yeah.
Nerd.
Wait, 2 or 3, but yeah. Hey, shut up! You wish!
No!
Turn on your camera, Lil. Let's see your wall of Funkos.
I don't have a wall of Funkos anymore because I sold half of them.
Oh, you have half a wall. Okay.
I only have like 100 now.
Oh my God! Did you see it? Russell has an addiction now. He's buying Transformers left and right now because
poor F in the chat for Russell's wife.
I know. That's like he's been messaging me and Justin. He's like, what Transformers have appeared in the new comics so far? He's like, I'm gonna get all those ones, and it just keeps. I told Justin the other night. I said I think we're gonna have to have like a instead of speed dating, like speed interventions. We're gonna hit Ray with his Marvel Snap. We're gonna hit Russell with his Transformers.
We're gonna hit Phil with his pettiness.
Maybe you with I don't know, many of your things.
Well, I can't. I mean, it's not the year. I don't need an intervention this year. I'm not doing nothing. No caffeine, no alcohol, no sex.
Whoa!
It's bad. It's a bad year.
Wow.
Well, I'm training for a marathon. I have to be focused.
A year without sex. Oh my God.
I didn't even get freaking. I went to go see Madam Web yesterday, but like the traffic was bad. That's why I missed it. We were supposed to record yesterday, so traffic was really bad. I had 3 kids getting on my nerve. They wanted Taco Bell, so I was just like, whatever.
Lil's like, man, I gotta eat. Lil's like, I gotta eat Taco Bell, and I'm not even drunk.
I just got a black bean taco.
Yeah,
that's the safest thing to eat there.
And that's a year of sex with another person, right?
Nope, in general.
Oh my God!
And it's gonna be worse if I don't place in the marathon, because then I'll have to do it the next year until I place. So I don't know. I hope I place.
I think you need a sex partner waiting at the finish line. Yeah, you'll finish first.
I'll be done with the sex robot by then, to be quite honest.
Oh. That's your reward. Okay.
He doesn't need to talk. I can work on that later. Just the main function.
Oh, I knew it wasn't going to talk.
No, it has to say, yes, you're right, of course, dear. But that can wait.
All right, it's official. You are now... I deem you Victoria Von Doom, okay?
Maybe put a little Transformers stamp on it somewhere. You know how they have those little bumper sticker metal things?
Oh, yeah. You could get the magnets that stick to the cars and stuff. Yeah. Oh, my. Speaking of...
So is Prime your favorite character, though? Because, that's blatant, Phil. I expect better from you.
Prime's all right, but you know who they really did a lot with? There were some big storylines within the original comic. Blaster was pretty good in that original comic. I'm trying to think if anyone else was big in that comic.
Soundwave is so underrated for me.
Soundwave, superior. And then I just love you get groups of Transformers who can combine into an even bigger Transformer.
It's giving Voltron. Careful.
Why? Who's your favorite? I know it's gonna be some Beast Wars guy.
No, actually, I mean, I love all the Beast Wars characters. They're all like sitting squarely at number 2, but like I love Bumblebee. I really do.
Bumblebee is good. Yeah.
My least favorite, Jazz and Flap.
Jazz?
Yeah, he can kiss my ass.
Why?
If the writers would have done something interesting in any iteration for me, but
yeah,
just kind of like a one note. No, thank you.
I mean, if it was talking animated, I mean, the Dinobots were usually good for some comic relief.
Oh yeah, Quick Strike's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, and I still see people.
Cheetor is the best Beast Wars, but like, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to start that whole thing. Rat Trap's pretty cool. I mean, like I said, everybody in Beast Wars is really cool. Like, I really dig the character designs. I dig the backstories and stuff like that.
Well, and again, I mean, nobody beats the Petty King Starscream.
Oh, obviously.
So
like, I just wanted him to win one time.
So petty. A robot gets killed and comes back as a ghost.
Well, to be fair, energy never dies. It
That's
always
true.
goes somewhere.
That's true.
They literally come from Cybertron. You know, who are we to dictate what they do in their afterlife?
Megatron, is that you? Here's a hit. I know, but somebody even pointed out, I saw online, they're like, no other Transformer came back as a ghost. Starscream.
Because they didn't want to. They had finished their business, okay?
Starscream and his...
No lingering business.
Starscream in his full petty power was just like, you guys are going to forget me.
So, when's the next Energon Transformer book coming out?
Number
5, right?
Transformers number 5 came out this week. Then Cobra Commander comes out. Number 2 comes out next week. Because it seems like.
You think they're gonna do something with that, or are they just doing that to be doing that?
What?
Are they laying the foundation for something with the whole new Energon universe?
I mean, again, I think they're day one. They're doing a combined Transformers G.I. Joe universe. Because
I don't think they have the balls to do the movie, personally.
What movie? Oh, the combined movie.
They did a crossover movie, yeah.
I mean, the budget would have to be huge on that, wouldn't it?
It didn't have to be for any of the Transformers movies.
Well, I mean, if you want to do it decent, you gotta kind of have to. I don't know. I mean,
like, it always surprised me how little they actually spend on the Transformers movies.
Oh, because it's all CGI.
Yeah. Well, not all of it, but a good deal of it.
I mean, I think they want to. I don't know what the real reality is of that, though, because it seems like they want to do it. Why tease it at the end of that if you're not going to do it? Again, writer's strike put a lot of stuff on hold, so.
True. Okay, worst movie in the Transformers universe. I think we can all say that it's The Last Night.
Yes.
I don't know a single soul who's seen that movie.
I'm trying to remember. I saw most of them in the theater. That one I might have just watched on HBO or something when it came out.
Yeah, it was really bad.
After the second or third one, I was like, yeah, I don't know if I really need to see these. Again, I was like,
Anthony Hopkins in it, bro.
I know.
And freaking John. Like, how do you flop? Well, it followed up on Mark Wahlberg's character. That was a non-starter for me. He's kind of like The Rock. If he joins a franchise, he's gonna ruin it. Shout out to Planet of the Apes reboot that absolutely crashed and fucking burned.
Whoa! But I mean, I think that just shows you,
what the hell was that?
You need a good.
I don't even know.
You need a good script, good writers. I mean, you can have the best actors in the world, but if you give them crap to do, it's
King Arthur and his knights. Where the hell does that fit in the Transformers lore? I just come out and talk. I just want to talk. I just want to ask a question. You wasted Stanley Tucci, you son of a bitch! Like, just that movie infuriating. So
I know. Well, again, is that just people making the movie who know nothing about the lore and just like, oh yeah, they look like big knights, they're metal.
Earth is Unicron. That's all I have to say, and I'm gonna leave it the fuck alone.
All right, should we leave it at that?
No, let's leave on a positive note. I am looking forward to all new Transformers media. They seem to have gotten a grip, and I think they know where they want to go, and that's always good. That they're not just doing it to keep the copyright alive or whatever the hell. They actually have a plan for it. It feels like this time around. Yeah,
like I said, I'm enjoying the comics, the new comics.
I just need McFarlane I need them to make a deal with McFarlane. I need some McFarlane Transformers.
Oh yeah.
That way, I'm not tempted to take it out of the box because it'll fall apart.
Have you seen the videos? Like, they have like those, I forget how many hundreds of dollars they are, but they're like the remote control Optimus Prime that'll transform itself.
Yeah. You should have asked for that from Danielle instead of your new little fancy laptop.
Yeah, because that would have helped with the podcast.
Podcast. Merch always comes first.
And that's why the whole rest of the team, if our significant others give us hard times about getting merch, we just say, don't blame me, blame Lilith.
Yep, I'll take the blame for it. It's fine.
Oh, yeah. I've already, yes, that's like the memo I give everyone when they sign
Unless
up.
it's a drone, then we blame DG Chichester, because I want a drone now, and that's who I'm going to blame. Like, dogs, you might have to go on the cheap you might have to go on Old Roy for a minute. Mama needs a drone.
Oh, see? Oh, my God. Can you imagine? Oh, you got to get a drone. We can tell Chichester, be like, guess what 2 people got drones because of you?
Ask him if he has an affiliate link.
Okay,
now we can go.
I was gonna say,
what are we discussing next episode? I forgot.
Oh, next time, yes. It is. It's another anniversary, but it's the anniversary of the first Kill Bill movie. We're gonna talk Kill Bill.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of anniversaries lately.
I know. Kill Bill Volume 1. So we're gonna talk Kill Bill.
Did you get did Uma call you back?
Uma. Yeah, some girl named Uma. No, the moisturizer smudged the number. I couldn't call her back.
Dang it. Had to get it in there. Hey-o.
Hey-o. And, and then in 2 weeks, Lilith, I believe it's I forget what was it? I forget what anniversary it is, but it is pretty close to the actual release date. We're going to cover Wayne's World, the first Wayne's World in 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to it. Are we doing a live commentary? Or are we just going to review it? Just so I know.
What would you like to do?
It's up to you. You're the executive producer, whatever you want to do. I just throw out ideas. You're supposed to wrangle me.
Are you talking about Wayne's World or Beth?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Yes.
We'll edit it in post. Don't worry about it, kid.
And then sometime...
Oh, actually, wasn't it released on Valentine's Day of 92?
I think so, yes. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It was released this month, so we're pretty cool. Pretty close here.
Close.
Yes. And then, like I said, we'll do Kill Bill Volume 1 next, and then we'll do Kill Bill Volume 2 sometime in March or April, so...
But we'll sadly never have Kill Bill 3 because Quentin Tarantino is a fucking whack job. He only wants to make so many movies.
I know. Oh, hey, I was going to ask you, should we do an episode when, because you see what's coming up here. So I think they're both in March. The second half of this season of Invincible's coming back. Mm-hmm. And X-Men 97's coming.
We definitely have to do X-Men 97. Maybe we'll get the nerd that does your little X-Men podcast I sat next to with you to join. He's an enabler at this point, honestly.
Biscuit X, okay, yeah.
Long way
to
Biscuit Town.
Yes.
So, I was going to say either one. I wonder, are they dropping all the episodes at once, or are we going to do this weekly thing?
They dropped all the Moon Girl and Dinosaur, but that's going to be a premiere event. They're going to probably want people to not binge watch.
I think I saw it's only 10 episodes.
I don't think they're gonna do that for X-Men. I think X-Men are more important than Growing Dinosaur to them.
Yeah, I think they're gonna drag that out. Yeah, because you know there's
either way, we'll definitely do the premiere, and then we can do we'll do the first episode, and then however long it takes us to watch the last episode, we'll do the last episode.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, if they do it like one, it might take 10 weeks, depending how many they drop in the first week, and if they
might drop the first 3. Honestly, is what I see them doing. So
I was gonna say
that might be a good bet.
They're at least gonna drag some of that out because again, that X-Men animated,
they have nothing.
That's gonna get them numbers too. Because I mean,
I was doing the list for everything that came out in February for Full Stream Ahead, and I'm just like, there is nothing on Disney Plus for me to watch at all.
Check out Full Stream Ahead, kids. Now under the complete control, the complete iron grip of Lilith Hellfire.
Come join my stream of consciousness.
You know what? I was going to make you an offer. If you want, plan something big, something special, and I will join you.
Because 200's coming in 2 episodes.
Hey, I was going to say I'll join you for episode 200 if you want to plan something out.
Oh, you don't want to join that. That was going to be just a ramble of 200 movie facts.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I can do something else, though, yeah. I'll see what I can do.
Okay. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, if you don't want me, that's fine.
No, I'll take it, yeah. Because I was just thinking.
Okay.
Maybe ask Justin or somebody else, too. We'll just do some top movie stuff that we like.
Oh, you know who might be good for that? Tyler.
Oh, yeah. Be fun.
Yes. Oh, maybe. Well, you know what? We should do some Charlie stuff too, just because.
Oh, I have some Charlie stuff movies. Charlie and I had quite a lot in common, actually.
The Founder.
We disagreed on Superman 3 and 4.
I was gonna say
we agreed on some other things.
I was gonna say, Lil, should we cover Superman 3 for episode 200?
No.
Charlie would have wanted it.
Maybe next year for Charlie's birthday.
Oh,
we can do that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh.
I think that's what we'll do next year for Charlie's birthday. I'll dust off the old VHS. Listen, that is the best way to watch the Donner films. If you don't have it on VHS and your VCR doesn't work anymore, you are missing out.
I was gonna say I have them on DVD, but yeah,
it's not the same.
I know.
It's like watching Star Wars on VHS. You got to have the gold edition, or you're nobody. You're not a real fan if you don't have the gold edition on VHS.
Yeah, sorry. All right, are we done?
Yeah, do the plugs. Let's get the hell out of here.
All right,
we got a whole other podcast to do, plus one.
Plus one. And again, I was going to say, whose fault is that? All right, so yes.
It's Madam Web's fault.
Oh, everyone's blaming Madam Web for everything.
Everybody was trying to commit suicide in the car, trying to erase what they just saw.
I'll get through that movie just like I got through Spice World. Picture them naked. All right, kids.
The great movie, you dick.
Oh, God.
No taste at all.
I looked at the screen. There was no taste at all. All right, kids. So, yes, send us your thoughts on Kill Bill Volume 1, Wayne's World, X-Men 97 when it comes out. Yes, send us all the stuff. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise. Buy yourself a damn t-shirt or a cup or a phone case. So much on there. And, of course, Lilith Hellfire's favorite, just rain random money on us through the Cash App link.
Make it rain.
And, of course, the Patreon. Again, it's getting wilder and wackier over there. You don't know. Again, I mean, we're going to review the AVN Awards here soon.
February was pretty spicy.
And March, is March when we're going to get the Lilith Hellfire conspiracy theories?
If the patrons demand.
Demand it, Ray. Come on. All right. So, yes. Join the Patreon now because you can get on board because, again, 2024, it's getting
more vicious and brutal than ever.
You walk away saying,
oh, that's naughty. I love it.
So find everything all in one place. That's tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network.
I'm going to eat this up with a fork and spoon.
All right. Lilith Hellfire, Internet Granny. You can find her.
Fork and spoon?
Yeah,
overkill, don't you think, Justin?
Well, maybe the first course is soup.
No.
Maybe there's soup in there. You're going to eat soup with a fork, you mental patient?
Just, you know.
Oh, sucks.
Anyway,
Okay.
no, I'm an internet granny. You can friend me on Facebook, but I would like to encourage you guys to, of course, download all our podcasts and go listen to our podcast outside. Touch some grass, get some fresh air, look at the sky, because we're not gonna have it any much longer.
Yeah.
If this weather patterns anything to indicate.
I know, it's snowing here tonight. It's supposed to be like 50 or 60 next week. It's like, there's no rhyme or
Mother
reason.
Nature's picked off, guys, so enjoy it while it lasts.
Either do the 6 or do the 9. Yeah, I got that last night.
Hey, not this year.
Yeah, not this year.
Somebody was trying to sneak it in.
Well, mission failed. All right. And of course, we mentioned Russell. We love you, Russell.
Suck it, Russell.
Don't you dare tell me to predict it.
Wow! Superman is the strongest one there is.
Exactly. Even Superman 3.
Oh! All right, kids. So, yes. Come back next time for Kill Bill Volume 1, and then in 2 weeks, Wayne's World.
You are definitely not worthy, but you are welcome to join us.
Showing. All right, kids. Remember, come back next time. And remember, roll out. Starscream was right.
Justice for Bumblebee.